Hi guys, as Ramadan are approaching, I have started preparing for it. As you might know that many of our traditional recipes require lots of fried onion. I wanted to bulk fry my onion and store them so it will be easier for me to prepare my meals during fasting. So I tried two different ways of bulk frying my onion and compared the results to see which one works better. Let's do it together. So one is the conventional method of frying the onion on a stove top, and the second one is frying them in the oven. I took the same amount of onion and oil for both methods so that we could really do an equal comparison. I'm starting by peeling my onion. Here I've taken 2 kilograms of onion. I will be using 1 kilo for each method of frying. While peeling onion, keep the root intact. The enzyme that causes teary eyes is concentrated the most in the root part, so if you keep that intact, it might help keeping the tears away. Now I'm going to slice the onion. It is important to keep the slices thin and even so that the onion fries evenly. If you have a gadget to help with the slicing, feel free to use that to quicken up the process. Once I'm done slicing my onion, I am setting my oven to preheat at 180 degrees Celsius on both top and bottom rods. Now I'm adding my 1 kilograms of sliced onion directly onto my baking tray. Spread it out evenly all over the tray. Sprinkling 1 teaspoon of salt onto it. What the salt does is soak the excess moisture released from the onion and helps quicken the frying process. Next, I'm going to add 1/4 cup, that is equivalent to 60 milliliter of rapeseed oil. You can use other oils like olive oil, mustard oil, sunflower oil, canola oil, or even desi ghee for this purpose. I'm using both my hands to rub the oil and salt all over our onion slices. Mix it really well and make sure that all the onion slices are thoroughly coated. Now our tray goes into the preheated oven at 180 degrees Celsius. We'll get back to it after 15 minutes. In the meantime, let's start our stovetop frying also in parallel. I've taken a big pot here to accommodate all of my onion nicely. Here also I am keeping the same amount of oil, that is 1/4 cup or 60 milliliters of rapeseed oil. I will let it heat up a little before I add my onions into it. Adding my onion now, along with 1 teaspoon of salt here as well. I am giving it a really good mix. I will be keeping the heat on low so that the onion can fry evenly and I don't have to attend to it continuously. Coming back to our onion from the oven, I've taken them out after 15 minutes and now giving them a good stir. They haven't started browning yet, just got a little translucent. After stirring them nicely, I will put them back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Let's see how our stovetop onion are doing after 15 minutes. Despite of low heat, I had to stir them every 3 to 4 minutes as I was afraid that they might burn at the bottom because we have used little amount of oil. They're also getting translucent now, still keeping it on low heat. Back to our oven fried onion after another 15 minutes. Still no brown bits yet, but the color is getting a little more yellowish. Giving it a thorough stir and then I will put it back in the oven for another 15 minutes. These are our stovetop onions after another 15 minutes. They are getting a little mushy now because of so much stirring, low temperatures and little oil. These aren't looking so great at the moment, but let's see how it develops from here. And here are our oven fried onion after another 15 minutes. That is a total of 45 minutes now. These have started getting a little more darker now, but there are no brown bits still inside. So I'm going to increase the temperature to 200 degrees Celsius now and put them back in the oven for another 15 minutes. Now to our stovetop ones. They are really not doing very good. They are needing my attention every 3 to 4 minutes and getting all mushy and breaking up. I would have usually used more oil for frying on stovetop, but since I wanted to do an equal comparison, I kept the amount same for both methods. It has been frying for 45 minutes now, so I'm going to increase the heat to medium and see how it develops from there. After 15 minutes on 200 degrees Celsius, my oven onion have started to get brown bits now. I'm giving them a good stir again. I think I will keep them for another 15 more minutes in the oven at 200 degrees and they will be done. Getting back to our stovetop onions, now they have started to stick to the bottom, so I am going to take them off heat now. They have developed a nice caramelized color though, which I like, so I am not frying them any further. These did not keep their strands though and broke up in little pieces. Let's see how our oven fried onion are doing after another 15 minutes in the oven. These seem to be done now. We have some nice brown bits. I like to leave it at this point because it works for most of the recipes. In case you want to further brown it for a particular recipe, you can add it in that recipe and fry it for a few minutes to desired color. Look how perfectly these have come out, nice and golden, and the strands are still intact. These smell just like regular fried onion, and the best part is that they didn't make my clothes smell while being fried. Now let's do a side-by-side comparison of both onion. Let's start by weighing how much fried onion did we get at the end. We started with exactly 1 kilo of onion for each method, and we have got 263 grams of oven fried onion, whereas we got 233 grams from stovetop fried onion. The oven fried onion did take 15 minutes longer than the stovetop one. I needed 1 hour 15 minutes for the oven fried onion, whereas the stovetop took 1 hour. However, the oven fried onion only need attention every 15 minutes, whereas the stovetop ones needed to be stirred every 3 to 4 minutes. That means that while frying the onion in the oven, I can get other things done, also given the fact that my stovetop is free. The oven fried onion also did not make my clothes smell, which is a big plus, and it held its shape. So for this one, the oven fried onion is a clear winner, guys. I am not going to bulk fry my onion any other way now. You can store it into an airtight container in the fridge for up to 2 weeks and save lots of time cooking your meals. I hope you found today's video helpful. I will see you next week with some Ramadan prep ideas. Until then, bye bye and take care.